Alright lads, so today is the final day of Brawl Quest, and because of that, let's talk about why this quest is so good, show the results of me farming it for the last 2 weeks, and also talk about the impact this mode has now had on the entire game itself. Alright, so as of me recording this video, it's kind of around 9 or so hours left until this event does go away, and if you haven't already farmed it, I mean, you should have been doing that for the last 2 or so weeks, but even if you are new that maybe just started the game today, try your best to just tackle this quest on the hardest difficulty and do as much as you can, spend as much tickets as you can to try and get as much rewards as you can. Because as we already discussed and showed, and everyone should know how good this quest actually is, it's a really good quest for beginners, to the point that I myself have made a new account just to farm this quest, because you get so much stuff. You can farm years of materials in the course of a day on this quest. It's stupid good. In my opinion, I'm a bit surprised on how good it actually is, but I'm not disappointed because it was kind of fun. The Brawl quest aspect itself, just having a bunch of enemies on the screen, well, it's fun. I do like it. Of course, I'm altering it right now because I'm just casually farming it, but I'm not gonna lie, I had fun playing this quest, bringing out different characters, bringing out old characters, running through it, and just having a fun time playing with just characters that I hadn't really played with for the last couple of years. So I definitely do appreciate that, and at the same time, getting great rewards to go alongside it. This is by far one of the best, if not the best events in the game. It's so good, it kind of hurts other game modes, in my opinion. So let's talk about it, right? So one of the big things is that this quest does drop Hogakus, and that's very surprising considering the fact that Caleb stopped giving us Transcendent Zone, which was another quest that would give Hogakus. However, in that case, that particular quest, they would sell it to you by using dodge characters. Bring characters that have read X dodge, for example. In this case, this quest is super easy. A day one account can beat it, and you're getting significantly better rewards as you are also getting Hogakus, a bunch of crystals, jewels, droplets, link slots, evolution powders, books, and also editing brushes. Like, just look at this. This is absolutely insane. I know we already know that, but, you know, we just got to just kick it into you, lads. This is absolutely insane. Now, when I made my original video around 2 or so weeks ago, when everyone else made their videos, when everyone else was just recommending to farm this quest, everyone said the same thing. Farm this quest as much as possible because we don't know when it's ever going to come back. Again, using the example with Transcendent Zone, that quest came for a couple months and then it just disappeared, and then people complain about it because they are now low on Hogakus. Luckily, this quest has now saved a lot of people. I think everyone is going to be stacked on Hogakus, editing brushes, evolution powders, books, for example. So, for the most part, I think for many of us out there, we aren't going to need to farm anything related to editing brushes, Hogakus for at least the next couple or maybe even years. I think I'm set forever, honestly. With how much materials that we get from this quest, I think I'm absolutely stacked until I don't know when, unless they want to add something new into the game that requires more of these materials. I don't think I'm ever going to go broke. Now, speaking of this quest, I do believe it is going to come back eventually. I don't think it's going to be a very, very limited event, like, you know, the end of year and 6th anniversary quests are for the COB event. Transcendent Zone, of course, was once a month, then it disappeared. I do believe Brawl Quest, if anything, might come back once a month too, might come back once every few months, because the whole point of the quest for the most part was for you to play with your favorite characters. But of course, everyone got really excited about it because the rewards were great. So because of the nature of the quest, I do believe Caleb are probably going to just keep returning to the event every now and then, which I think is a good thing because, again, the rewards are so great and any new player definitely does need to farm this. But because the rewards are so great, I think it kind of hurts some aspects of the game. For example, the main culprit now is Extreme Cup, which is currently going on right now. Now, for me, I have no reason whatsoever to push in 30 and play Extreme Cup, because the main reason why I would play that, of course, some people play it to have the chance to get, you know, the accessory tickets and stuff like that, but the rate's too low. Sometimes it's not even worth it, and for the most part, the main reason why people did play it was to get editing brushes. And if you play this quest, you know, if you played it for a day, you don't need to touch Extreme Cup. So I do think this quest has potentially had an impact on the game, whether it's negative or positive. Caleb need to do something now to, you know, kind of balance out the game's economy for the most part, because now with Brawl Quest coming out, or been out, and potentially getting more in the future, there's literally no reason to play Extreme Cup. So I do expect sometime in the future, potentially, we might get an update to Extreme Cup, or more so I'm really hoping for that to be the case, because again, I have no reason to play Extreme Co-op. And I do enjoy playing Extreme Co-op for the most part because you aren't required to actually bring any specific character. Sure, characters will be more rewarding, chance you to excel in that game mode, but for the most part, you can bring whoever you want and have a bit of fun while farming some, useful materials. But now Brawl Quest out, there's no reason to play it. So I would want to see with Extreme Co-op potentially get 5 times Extreme Co-op, because that just then means, again, you can farm Hogaku's editing brush is at the end of every month to the same length of farming Brawl Quest, for example. At the same time, again, one of the main reasons why people do still play Extreme Co-op is to get those attribute-specific accessory tickets. And if you can get that on a 5 times run, that'll be kind of nice, because again, that'll be something to encourage people to play it. For me, I'm not going to touch Extreme Co-op ever again until it gets 5 times tickets, or if it receives some type of change, because it really does need it now, because the value of Extreme Co-op, the value of pushing in Brave Battles has now been lowered, thanks to this particular quest. Additionally, this is kind of funny. Arena. Arena is a game mode that, again, really needs a reason to play, because a lot of people don't like Arena. I enjoy it, I love playing it, and more reason to play it is definitely a good thing. And one of the things Kellab recently did was add Hogakus. When you finish a game, you get rewarded with a Hogaku. And I thought that was great, because what Kellab was showing is they weren't trying to bring back Transcendence on, and what they were doing instead was make more ways to get Hogakus by doing your weekly Transcendence scrolls, by playing Extreme Co-op, Epic Raids, IT, IC, and most importantly now, by finishing full games of Arena. And that was great. I thought that was actually a pretty balanced system. It means like there's no particular place to farm Hogakus, something that you desperately need, but you can just play anything and get Hogakus, slowly but surely. And it was definitely better than what we had like 6 months ago when Transcendence Zone disappeared, and then we had no other place to really farm them. And of course, they implemented that, which is great. I thought that was a good reason to play Arena, but then now they go implement this quest. So now Arena, at least one of the reasons why some people play Arena is to get Hogakus. Now that's kind of gone. Of course, you can still play Arena for the orbs and stuff like that. At the same time, you can get extra bit of Hogakus, which is definitely nice. But again, now, going back to, with the problem with Extreme Co-op, I think Arena now needs a new change. And they kind of did that a few months back when they added Transcendence Scrolls to the Arena orders, the golden ones, something that you can't really farm consistently. But then they go add the weekly quest and the Epic Raid quest, where now you don't even want to touch Arena for the Transcendence Scrolls. So my point in this video more so is just to talk about the impact this quest has, because it's so overpowered, it's made certain parts of the game redundant, in my opinion, and I think Kellogg need to do something about that. Extreme Co-op, again, is now useless. With this quest now existing, they should definitely add 5 times IT. And again, once more, Arena now needs another reason for people to play it, because some people just choose not to play it, which, it's fair. Everyone is allowed to. There's a lot of different content in this game. You can choose to pick and play whichever one you want to. Other than that, though, I think this quest was great. The droplets and link slots weren't anything too amazing, but as you do farm over time, they did drop a lot, which we need to talk about now. So, it's been 2 weeks since this quest has come out. I've been casually farming it. I didn't go super in on this account. I've also played on my other account trying to get that count built up. But whenever I had spare tickets, I did focus on my tickets onto this quest, and I want to see the results of what I've gotten in the last 2 or so weeks, just with natural stamina, casually playing, not sweating it like I normally would, casually playing it. Let's see exactly what rewards we did actually get. So looking at the results of basically 2 weeks of casually farming this event, let's see what we actually got. So crystals and jewels saw a small increase from what I've noticed. Again, nothing too amazing, but you did slowly get them over time. They weren't the main reason why you were farming them. Droplets were decent. Again, the droplet drop rate and the potion drop rate wasn't anything too insane, but the reason why it was good is because you could use droplet and links for characters. Unfortunately, with the way the droplet skill works, 30% of like 2 droplets is basically nothing, so droplet characters weren't even worth bringing for the most part. Link shot characters, on the other hand, definitely were. So what I did notice is that before farming this quest, I was definitely low on speed links potions, and I did choose to bring 2 links characters. If you saw my team that we were just running a minute ago, I had Kenpachi and Ozouryu, 2 speed links characters. So we were getting 10 additional potions per run, and now I can see that my lowest amount of potions is the mind attribute. So what we were getting in, the course of 2 weeks, we got around 15-ish K links potions for the speed attribute, which isn't too bad. Again, that's actually really good in my opinion, because again, we weren't farming for the link slots. The link slots were basically a bonus. For the other attributes, we got a small amount, because again, you're getting like 1 or 2 every couple runs, so they weren't anything too important. But with link slot characters, again, I focused to farm the speed ones. We got a decent amount. Looking into the Hogakus, before the event, I had 1,000 Hogakus. Now I'm on 5,000. That's a lot. Now, I know a lot of people push like 10k and stuff like that. I think 5,000 right now is definitely a comfortable number to sit at because, I mean, I'm not going to spend 5,000 next year or two. I'm pretty comfortable with this number. And again, once more, if Brawl Quest does come back next month or the month after, then we can just potentially farm more. I'm not going to run out of Hokus anytime soon. The Worlds definitely had a very low drop rate, but you could still drop them, which was definitely nice. I think I went up like 500-ish, maybe. I'm not entirely too sure. But again, 1,600 is definitely a nice number to have. As for my accessories, because that's the main point, we did get a bunch of evolution powders and book of secrets. Again, kind of useless for me, but for new players, again, pretty good because you are going to be working on your accessories. For the immutable boards, there's a massive imbalance now between the 1, 2, and the 3 star. Because as you can see here, the 1 and 2 stars can't really be farmed. They're kind of pointless to begin with anyway, but it's kind of funny just seeing that number. 1 and 2 basically on the exact same number, and then the third one just has 1,205. Massive difference, just goes to show how much this was actually dropped. That was me farming the hardest difficulty. I believe if you farmed the second or first difficulty, you would have got more of these, but there was no reason to actually farm that. And as you can see here, we have 9,652 editing brushes. I have used a couple hundred in the last week or two, and I believe I started out farming this event with around 4,500-ish editing brushes. So in the course of 2 weeks of casually farming, not really stressing anything, just, autoing it with my eyes in, and that team I did already showcase, we got around 5,000 additional editing brushes. This right here is really, really good. And in the comments below, lads, let me know how your farming went. How many potions did you get? How many editing brushes did you cap out? What was your goal for this event? Did you reach it? For me, my goal for the most part was to get 10,000 editing brushes, and we are almost there. A couple hours left. I'm definitely going to do that final push. And overall, this event was really, really good. One of the best events in the game. It was so good, I think it has an impact on the game right now, because again, as we did mention in the video already, I think some events now need a buff because of how redundant the events have now become, due to this quest being so good. And let me know your opinion on that. But overall, I think the positives outweigh the negatives. I think more of this is great. This event encouraged us to use anyone you want, had fun with any character, whether they were 1 week old, 4 years old. I had fun playing this event. At the same time, I got a bunch of cool rewards. So I can't complain whatsoever. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I see you guys next time. Peace.